Hello everybody, it's Mark here from the Guitar Marketplace. Today we're going to bring you a bit of a comparison video. So what we've got here is the PRS SE John Mayer Silver Sky, and we've got its older, bigger brother, the American version, the USA version. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be comparing them side by side, exactly the same amp settings, one after another, just so you can hear whether there's any tonal differences between the two. I'm going to take it in turns to play the guitars, and then at the end I'll give you my honest feedback of how I feel like they both play. As you can tell by maybe the yellow on this one, this is the first generation of the USA PRS Silver Skies, which everyone kind of found out that it yellowed really easily and quickly within the first 6 months to a year. And on the dials, the numbering was rubbing off. So it's one of the OGs. Ben has talked to me no end about how great this guitar is and how much he loves this guitar. Says it's the best S-type style guitar he's played, apart from the 66 Strat that we had in the other week. But up until today, I'd only ever played the SE versions, and to be quite honest, I love them. I think they're great guitars. I think they play incredibly. I think they sound beautiful. I think they do the Strat thing really well. And I actually just love how the pickups sound. I think for this price point on a Fender, I don't think it sounds as beefy as this. I think this is a really great sounding Strat. Without further ado, we're going to now pan to a different camera angle, and I'll take it in turns to play and show these guitars tonally where they kind of sit next to each other. Okay, so here we have the USA Silver Sky. We're going in through a Dumble preset on the Kemper with a decent amount of reverb. I'm just going to be using my fingers and picking out a few chords to see how much low end this guitar offers. And there we have the SE version. So now we've tried it on a clean setting. We're using the same Dumble preset, but we've ramped up the gain a little bit, taken off some of the reverb, and we're now going to use the second position, hopefully cancelling out some of that noise that you may have heard on the first two videos of both guitars, to be honest. So the USA Silver Sky was ridiculously warm, ridiculously bassy, spongy during that little snippet then. Hopefully the SE replicates that. So the next tone we're going to be using is the same amp setting, but we're just moving into the middle position now, digging in a little bit more, just seeing if we can get some of that natural amp gain coming through the guitars and seeing how they both react with it. And now for the SE. And now, last but not least, we're just going to do a few little lead lines on the 5th and 6th position. And now, finally, on the SE. Right folks, so there we have it. Hopefully you like the tones that I used. Personally, overall feedback on both these guitars is that I struggled with noise on both of them, in terms of like feedback noise with the amp. That's been a bit of a recurring theme with the videos that we've done. We're not quite sure where it's coming from. I don't think it's anything to do with the guitars necessarily. However, when they are a single coil, that problem that we do have does get heightened. So I wouldn't use that as a flaw of the guitars because it happens with all of our single coil type guitars that we do have in stock. This guitar could probably do with a slight setup. Sorry, Ben. Yeah, mild setup needed. Fresh strings on this would really elevate it as well as there is fresh strings on this guitar. So with them little factors in mind, it was actually very similar to play, I believe. I didn't feel too much difference when I was on the guitar. Obviously, the tuners feel the same. I think the tuners feel a little cheap. The material that's used, that is, on the actual peg itself. I love how the tuners actually work and wind. I think they've got a nice amount of tension to them. So that is just a feel thing. I would say, I believe the neck on this guitar, I want to say it's a little thinner. I think it's a tiny bit thinner. I'm not sure on the specifications, it's just feel. It feels a little thinner, and you do have more of a gloss finish on the back, where this one is definitely more of that sort of natural wood feel. So with that in mind, I do prefer the neck on this guitar. Really didn't hear too much in the pickups. I don't think you'll hear any difference by the time it's gone through Logic and uploaded to YouTube either. So where do I stand with these guitars? I think they're incredible. This guitar for me plays way above its price point. I love how it sounds. I love how beefy it sounds for a Strat type guitar. And this is just that, but just a little better in a few little places, I think. It feels weight-wise pretty much bang on the same. I'm not entirely sure whether we've got the same pickups in. So on these, you've got the little engraving, the PRS. 635JM, obviously meaning John Mayer. Whether these are the exact same pickups you get, there's no engraving on these ones. Whether it's a new version or whether you only get like that sort of embossed part on the USA ones, I'm not entirely sure. So there's a few little differences, but I think sonically, there really wasn't much in it. I think to play it was minimal. It does just feel like a more premium version of this guitar, but this is still incredible. It still plays way above the price that you would pay for an SE John Mayer. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video, folks. Hopefully we've shown you a little something of these guitars. Do let us know your feedback, any sort of videos you want us to make as well. We're very open to trying to get the content that you guys want to see. Thank you so much for watching. My name has been Mark. It's been a real pleasure to show this video today. We are the Guitar Marketplace. Take care, and we'll see you soon for another video. Bye-bye.